Alright, today we're not really going to be doing all that much just because it is too cold to do body work on this thing, and we have a solution for that. I just read the Bondo can right now, and it said you're not really supposed to do it under, I think, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is way lower than George and I thought it would even be possible. We thought it was around like 60 degrees or something like that just because the car's so cold. We were having issues with it drying even when we put a bunch of hardener and used our little space heater. Obviously not the most efficient, but our solution for that is we have a new building. It's about an hour away from it. That's the only downside, but other than that, we're gonna be able to heat it to whatever temperature we want. It has good lighting, white walls, everything will be perfect. But that'll be for another video when we bring that out there and we'll be able to check out the space and everything. It's not huge, but it's more than enough for what we need. We'll be able to do whatever else with the rest of the cars. I'm not sure when we're gonna bring these, if we are at all. We'll probably bring the Vet. I don't know about the Miata. It's pretty much beyond the point of being able to do body work in an unheated garage or an unheated space. So this is pretty much done. We're not going to be able to even touch this thing until it's at our new space, which I'm really hoping to try and get it there either this weekend or sometime next week. Other than that, we're going to be doing some stuff on this thing today. I wanted to show you the product that we did with Street Aero. A lot of you guys had a few questions about these and pretty much like what they were, what car they were going on, and where they're going. So I'm pretty much just going to take these, mock them up on the car. These are for the Corvette, and these are going on the Corvette V3. We're going to mock these up for you, and that way you can see almost exactly what it's going to look like. I don't really know exactly where they're going to go yet. We're probably going to have to fiddle with the fitment a little bit. I think that's pretty much how they're gonna be. They might need a little bit of trimming or something. I know one question that some people were asking me is when they're back here, it is gonna be a little close to the tire. And as I jack the car up, the tire is gonna go further out essentially when I need to be able to pull it off. It may hit that. I don't mind kind of that hassle of having to like maneuver around it. I think it's really cool and it almost fills in this little bit of gap or space there. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but it will be something to be careful about. But I think we might bring that one in a little bit just when it's actually going to be mounted. I'm not going to mount these until the car is painted its new color, and I'm not sure when I'm going to take off the wrap and redo the wheels just because I don't think that's going to be done for probably at least a month or so, and I want it to at least look halfway decent for the time being. And I think until we're ready to start doing body work on this thing in preparation for paint, I'm not going to pull off the wrap. So looking at it now, I realize that this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to have it straight or if I'm going to angle it in, just because I don't really want it to look like I have like lips or like Aero on this. I kind of just want like these little things to just give it a little bit of flair since the car is not really going to have anything else on it. But this back one's definitely going to have to come in more. I'm thinking somewhere around there, probably just barely not touching, maybe like 1/4 of an inch. We might straighten that out, I'm not sure. We'll see.
We might have to have them make you one that's got a little bit more of a an angle.
That's not an issue. Something like that. Obviously, it'll be a lot more flat once it's up there, whereas right now it's angled in a little bit. When everything's all said and done, it'll look a ton better. Just for a mock-up, this is probably as good as we're gonna get. I know it doesn't really give it a very accurate representation of what it's going to look like whenever it's done. Again, we might have to do some trimming or maybe get ones with a little bit longer base. Not sure. I don't think we'll have to do that, but we'll see. I think they'll be really awesome though. And again, Street Aero is the one who made these. I went into Ohio, I designed these for them, and then we produced them, went to the show and all that. And they are up on his website now, I think. and they're not too expensive, especially compared to other equivalent things from other companies. So I recommend checking them out if you are interested in anything like this. They have them in this yellow and then also in a red, and in the light these things look super crazy. It's a little bit overcast out, like I was talking about. It's getting a little bit colder out here, and the days are getting shittier and shittier, so we don't have much light, but these things look really awesome in the sunlight. See, my only issue right now is like they're basically tilted like this,
right?
So I'm not able to get as close to the car as I want it to be, so it just kind of looks a little awkward. So this is probably how this one's gonna be, right about there. And then this front one, once we get some bolts in there, it's gonna suck up to the body, so it'll be something like this. So that front is hanging down right now.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be something like that, and everything will look a lot better. We can try and take one of these out in the sunlight and see how they look.
Yeah, because that edge turns into like highlighter, like reflective.
Yeah, you can tell a little bit. So I don't know if you can tell. Like if you look right at the side, it looks like it's glowing. And I also know a lot of you guys are pretty pissed that I kind of finished this thing and then like 2 weeks later I took everything off. I think whenever I got these wheels refinished, I explained to you guys that this was a temporary finish. This is why I went with painted rather than powder coated. It's because I knew I was only going to have this look until pretty much the end of the season, and as you can tell, it's pretty much the end of the season. There's no more shows going on, or at least not locally, and so I just figured now would be a good time, just start getting rid of some stuff, start recouping some money, so that way we can start paying for new paint supplies and stuff like that, and I have to buy a new bumper, and so that's pretty much why. I did like the look of it, but it just wasn't what I wanted with this car, so I think that it was a good time to, you know, kind of go through and get rid of what's not going to be used anymore. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I know it was kind of short and we didn't really do much, but again, it's too cold to do anything on the Bozo car, and we need parts and materials to do anything on the Vet, and same with Miata. So anyways guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.